Here with head coach Todd Garvey for Jacksonville State Volleyball. Coach, your team's one of just a few teams left in the nation that's still undefeated, 10-0 after a big win on the road at Alabama State. First of all, what can you say about this team, and what are your thoughts on how they've performed so far this season?
We've been performing well. I think that offensively we've been really balanced and spreading the ball around, so it's hard for teams to stop any certain player. And then our defense has really taken a step forward this year. I think we've been playing really good defense. Aaron Carmichael and Brooklyn Shifley have been doing a great job in the back row, and our block has kind of set them up to get a lot of digs as well. So we're doing some really nice things.
I know Jacksonville State's coming off a big win Tuesday night in Montgomery against Alabama State, but coming off of last weekend, the Gamecock Classic, finally back at home, had some nice crowds for that, a lot of great support. I know that was one thing you were impressed with talking about in the game recaps. What can you say about the community and the fans, the students coming out and supporting the team?
I thought we had great support last weekend. It was a good crowd with a lot of energy, especially when we had some close sets. It's big for us. Like, we work extremely hard every day, so it's nice to have the community and students come out and support them. The team is definitely playing an exciting brand of volleyball, and I think that if people come, they'll enjoy it.
Well, the team certainly gave the fans a lot of reasons to cheer this weekend, beat three really good teams at Pete Mathews Coliseum. It was a tough field, but you're doing that so the team's battle-tested, ready for ASUN play. How did you feel they competed this weekend?
I thought we competed really well. I think that, we're not overlooking anybody. We're stepping on the court every time, kind of knowing we can beat if we don't play our best, and kind of bringing it, not looking ahead, just playing one match at a time. So I think that they've done a great job of that so far, and we're really going to get tested this weekend with the three tough teams coming in.
Talking about the three tough teams coming into the Pete this weekend, you've got Jackson State, Southern Miss, and Auburn coming to town. JSU will play all three this weekend. It's going to be a tough field that JSU will be going up against. What is your team going to have to do to come out on top and keep that win streak going?
We're not concerned about the win streak, more so than just doing the best we can every single day. So today it's all about just going out and trying to get better at practice today. But, it's going to be a tough field. Like you mentioned, Jackson State, we play Friday morning, and they won 17 games last year and made the NIVC tournament for postseason play. We play Southern Miss Friday night, who's 7-2 right now and playing really good volleyball. They have a new coach this year that's done a really nice job with them. And then Saturday we finish off with Auburn, who is also 8-0 or 9-0 and undefeated. So it's going to be three tough ones this weekend, but we're looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. And as you said, taking it one game at a time, what are you wanting to see from your team this weekend?
Kind of what we've been doing and growing off of it. There's still a lot to improve on for sure, but I think we've been playing good volleyball. When we keep our unforced errors down and play clean, I think it's hard for teams to beat us because we are playing really well defensively and spreading the ball around offensively, so we definitely got to do that. I think now that we're getting further along into play here, we're able to scout teams a little bit more in depth, so that's one of the things I'll be looking for this weekend is we've got 3 weekends of film to review now and kind of know more about the teams we're going to be playing, so seeing if we can take some of that into action on the scouting report and seeing if we can't get 3 more wins this weekend.
Yes, sir. And then finally, the player that we're spotlighting this week, redshirt sophomore Courtney Glotzbach, did a great job this weekend. That was one thing you mentioned to me in the recaps, the outside hitter sliding inside with the injury to Zoe. What can you say about her performance in the Gamecock Classic?
She played awesome. It's not easy to switch positions on the fly, and she's one of the most versatile hitters in the conference. She's one of the best outside hitters in the conference, but for her to be able to slide in middle and block the way that she did and attack the way that she did, she had an awesome weekend. We're definitely looking forward to getting Zoe back, and we have another middle that's been out the whole season as well. So we're looking forward to hopefully getting them back soon so she can kind of head back to her normal spot on the outside. But she's done a great job filling in for us.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just looking forward to this weekend and hope the crowd comes out and supports us. It should be an exciting weekend of volleyball.
Here with Courtney Glotzbach, redshirt sophomore for the Jacksonville State Volleyball team. Courtney, great weekend for JSU, going 3-0 in the Gamecock Classic, 10-0 on the season after a big win at Alabama State. First of all, what can you say about this team and the job that you guys have done this year?
I think this team is probably the best team that Jacksonville State's had in a really, really long time, even the past couple years. I think it's really special. Everybody wants to play for each other, and that really shows on the court, no matter who's in or no matter who is in what position, and you can just see that everybody wants to win for each other.
Talking about the Gamecock Classic, one thing we talked about with Coach Garvey earlier in this interview was the fact that you had to slide inside with the injury to Zoe Gonzalez. How tough was that for you, because you made it look pretty easy out there?
I played middle for a little bit in high school, and the jump from high school in that position to college is a difficult one, and I haven't really had to do that since I've been here. I did it a couple times in practice, so it was something that was kind of just thrown at me, but I tried to take it and do the best I could with it. Every time I go out there, I joke with Zoe, and I'm like, I'm just standing up there and going, what would Zoe do? So I'm just trying to play like that until she gets back and she's healthy.
Well, when in doubt, just ask what Zoe would do.
What
Definitely.
would Zoe do? Yep.
Well, it was, again, a successful weekend for Jacksonville State. Big test this weekend, back at home playing in the JSU Invitational. Got Jackson State, Southern Miss, and Auburn coming to town. What are you hoping to do? What are you hoping to see from your teammates this weekend?
We're hoping for 3 big wins. We're going to take it one game at a time. Again, we're hoping for a big crowd, just like Todd was saying earlier. The crowd being here really, really helps us with the energy and everybody cheering for us. Volleyball is a big momentum game, so having them there is really, really going to help. So we're hoping for 3 wins, and we're hoping that things swing our way, but we're just going to take it one game and one set at a time.
And you've had a great season so far as a redshirt sophomore, and this is coming off of a year where you had an injury last year. What has it meant for you and to come back from that injury and really excel this season?
Yeah, the injury I had was pretty rough. Having ACL surgery, I'm coming up on a year since that, and every single day the past year I've just been focusing on getting back on the court. So playing in games this year it's been just the best thing I've done in a long time. The feeling that I get whenever I'm out there, I didn't think I would get that back, so I'm just happy to be out there.
We're glad to see you back out there. One last question. Every time we talk to a player, they talk about the culture that Coach Garvey's really implemented in the program. If you could describe the culture, how would you describe it?
I would say that it's very team first. Like, everybody wants to play for each other. Like I said, everybody wants to play for the people on the bench, for the people on the court. Practices are intense, but they're fun. Everybody loves each other, and I think it's hard to find that in a Division I program that is good. So there's no other culture that I would want to be a part of.
Sounds good. Thanks for coming in for the interview. Anything else you'd like to add?
Go Gamecocks.